tested hundreds of professional makeup artist techniques on how to cover dark circles the right way. Today we're going to be going through the biggest mistakes that I see people make when covering their dark circles and the right way to do it according to your dark circles, because there isn't one way. The first thing you need to do is figure out what kind of dark circles do you have, because having dark circles means a lot of things to a variety of different people. The first kind is pigmentation based brown grayish toned of dark circles, which is exactly like what I have. Most common in people with darker skin tones or melanin and people with brown skin. The second type is vascular dark circles, and this is very common in people with fairer skin tones who tend to have blue, purple, or even a reddish hue underneath their eyes that is usually caused by like veins or blood vessels, and that involves a completely separate technique. Finally, this is the one that literally no one talks about, and that is like a hollow or structural dark circles. And you might have structural dark circles and also vascular dark circles or pigmentation dark circles. Structural dark circles are basically when you have this 3D hollow underneath your eye. And a great way to figure that out is if you pinch your skin and pull it forward, does that pigmentation go away? And if it does, then you probably have structural dark circles. Also involves its own technique. So now that you've figured out what kind of dark circles you have, let's get into the do's and the don'ts. And in this video, we are actually gonna tackle all 3 ways of how to cover each type of dark circles. Before we get into any makeup, skin prep is so important, especially when it comes to the skin under your eyes are naturally really thin. For my face, I'm gonna use a little bit of this Say Beauty Super Glowy Gel. This adds a little bit of a radiance, but I'm also going to completely skip putting it under my eye, because the more product you have under your eye, the cakier it'll get and it will settle into your fine lines. Next thing I'm going to do is apply a really good hydrating eye cream, and this is especially important for those of us who have fine lines under our eyes, and I'm just going to tap that in. This is the Cocoa Kind Peptide Fine Line Eye Gel. If you are someone with fine lines like me, this has actually helped. It's also a mistake that I see a lot of people make. They don't apply their eye cream, so we're gonna ignore it on this side. All right, the next big mistake I see people do is taking their foundation and applying it underneath their eyes all the way just because they feel like they need that extra coverage. And this is really going to contribute to that extra cakiness. So instead, when you are doing your makeup, apply your foundation and completely skip the under eye. I know this feels very counterintuitive, but we're gonna trust the process here. And as you can see, because I have that grayness, the dark circles are still popping through. So now that leads me to the second step, which is color correcting and color theory. Most influencers on social media will tell you to find the most orange color corrector like this one from e.l.f. and apply a ton under your eyes like that. How this technique works for some people, you're gonna have to use a lot more concealer to cover up all this color corrector. The reason people use orange color corrector is because it's on the opposite side of the color wheel as blue, meaning it can neutralize any gray, blue, or ashy undertones in hyperpigmentation. And then they proceed to go in with a really bright concealer right over that, and you end up having to use this much product to cover up that orangeness. Even then, you could still see the hyperpigmentation and you're gonna end up with really cakey under eyes. This may work for some people, but again, it's probably not gonna work for most people. And I'm gonna show you exactly the right way to color correct your dark circles the way you need to do it without creasing and caking up. If you are someone with vascular or bluish purple dark circles caused by veins, like my fiance who has fair skin, this is a more of a common problem with people with fair skin just because he has a lot less melanin, which helps actually cover up the veins. And a lot of people with fair skin also have some redness under their eyes. I'm gonna show you how to color correct that as well. Thanks to TikTok, I feel like for a bluish purple under eye, people always tell you to use like a pink color corrector for really fair skin tones, but a pink color corrector is actually a really good eye brightener rather than a color corrector. But if I use a really orange color corrector on his skin tone, he's gonna still need a lot of concealer to cover it up because he has fair skin. So the solution is to use a pinky peach shade of color corrector, which will help act as a brightener and will correct the bluish purple dark circles. And then I'm using a concealer that is only one shade brighter to cover that up. Now for the right eye, which has a lot of like redness under his eye, I'm going to be using a green color corrector because green and red are on the opposite side of the color wheel. Because this is a really bright green shade, I'm going to mix a little bit of concealer into it to kind of neutralize that green and make it a little bit more skin tone like. Because the whole point of color correcting is to get the base to be neutral. The way when I apply it to the under eye, it's a lot more natural. It's not as fluorescent green, which then we would have to use a lot more concealer to fix. Look at that. The magic of color theory. And then do the same thing I did on the other side and just go back in with a little bit of that concealer for extra coverage. And locking it in with the same pink powder. And as you can see on both sides, both under eyes have been completely neutralized and it looks really natural. And this is the best way to correct vascular dark circles. Yay! Next, if you are someone with really yellow or sallow dark circles, you can use purple color corrector like this one from Physicians Formula to color correct the yellow because purple and yellow are on the opposite sides of the color wheel. And the key here again is to not use too much of that color corrector because again, it's supposed to give you a blank slate, not look overtly purple, so you need more concealer to cover up the purple. This again is more typically common for fair to medium skin tones, and if you're around my skin tone, this sort of shade of purple color corrector is probably not going to cut it for you. We're going to need a much deeper shade of purple, which again, we're going to have to mix in with our concealer to get that color corrector concealer combo. Finally, if you are someone like me who has pigmentation based dark circles and a structural hollow, this is exactly what I want you to do. Hyperpigmentation tends to have gray or even ashy tones, so therefore using again another orange sort of color corrector can kind of cancel out that gray blue undertone in discoloration. So we're gonna do the same tactic I mentioned for vascular dark and bluish dark circles. I'm gonna mix my $3 e.l.f. color corrector in with my Haus Labs concealer, but again, a shade that is around my skin tone. We don't want to go too bright. And I'm going to mix it with my Sephora Collection Pro Concealer Brush. We again don't want it to be too orange. So I like to do a 25% corrector and 75% concealer combo. It's like this is mostly concealer. This is great if you have time because you can mix your own color corrector no matter what your skin tone is and get the right shade for your skin tone. After you applied that first layer, and if you still feel like your dark circles are popping through, you can just take, again, a little bit more of that color corrector and keep adding it on until you get that desired coverage. And the place that everyone misses is this place right here. I promise you, if you color correct this area, it's gonna make your eyes look much brighter. But if you are someone who doesn't have time and doesn't wanna like mix the right shade for you, you could get this one from Catrice Cosmetics. It's $6. It's their under eye brightener. I use the shade Golden Toffee, but the thing about this is you need to use the right shade for your skin tone. That's again, another really big mistake people make. People buy a shade that is way too light for them, and then when they go in under their eye, it still gives really ashy because it's too light for my skin tone. Therefore, the grayness is still popping through. And the reason I like these is because these are only $6 and they have 4 different shades that work across a variety of skin tones. So if you have fair skin, I would recommend the light rose shade. If you have medium skin tones, I would recommend the warm nude shade. If you're around my skin tone, I use Golden Toffee, and if you have a deeper skin tones, I would use dark mocha. Now I can go in with this pre-mixed color corrector under eye brightener combo. But again, this is only gonna work for you if you have blue or gray undertones to your hyperpigmentation, because orange will color correct blue, but it's not really gonna help color correct any other type of color. And you basically wanna keep building up the pigment until it covers up all that grayness, because again, we're trying to form a blank slate. Look at that before and the after. That pigmentation is completely neutralized. Now I'm gonna go in with a concealer that's only 1 to 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. If I go in with a concealer that's like 5 shades lighter, we're gonna end up back here again. It's gonna look crazy. This is the Haus Labs color corrector in the shade Medium Peach, and it's a really good peachy neutral shade of concealer, and you're gonna want to take this and load it up on a brush because again, we're not trying to apply too much concealer. We're trying to get the most natural under eye ever without creasing. And I'm going to use tapping motions and tap it in, but I'm gonna follow that hollow, that structural hollow that I have. Compare this to this. You can still see the darkness here, and on this side it's mostly taken care of. You can honestly just leave it like this, but if you are a girly with a structural hollow like me, a 3D indentation, which is completely normal by the way, do not think it's not normal. You want to use a more luminous sort of concealer, something with a little bit of like reflection to kind of bring that shadow forward. And this is something a lot of people do not talk about. I recently discovered this one from Revlon. It's their Glimmer Correcting Concealer, and this looks like a really crazy bright shade. I'm gonna load it up on a eyeshadow brush. I believe this is the Sephora Pro Shadow 15 brush. And then I'm going to look up, find where that shadow is, and I'm going to only place this highlight concealer combo where that shadow is, like right but on that shadow line. It's gonna bring that shadow forward. Because we're only going on this crevice here, it's not gonna cause any extra creasing. Now the third and final step, which is powder. And this is the most important step in my opinion, because if you use a powder that is the wrong shade for your skin tone, we're gonna be giving Ash City again. Something I see a lot of people do is they're like, oh, I want the brightest under eye. So I'm gonna take the brightest powder that I could find and just smash that right under my eye. That literally highlights that dark circle. Like, you can't tell me that you don't see that right there. Instead, you wanna use a powder that is the right shade and undertone for your skin tone that gives you a little bit of extra brightness without being like ashy. My two favorite shades are this banana powder from Huda Beauty in the shade Blondie, and I love the One Size Beauty Ultra Peach powder mixed with the Rich Peach powder. This shade is great for an everyday natural look, but if I want something extra bright, something a little bit of oomph, I love the shade Blondie. Because we're going for a really natural under eye, I'm gonna use the One Size mixed concoction. I'm gonna blend out all the fine lines and creases and make sure I'm looking upwards. Then I'm going to take a puff, load it up on the powder puff, and now you have this giant chunk here. We are not going straight in.
That's gonna look insane.
You're gonna wanna blend it out on the back of your hand and make sure that the powder is evenly distributed on the puff, like it is here. It should look something like that. And only then can we look up and press the powder in light pressing motions. We are not swiping, we are pressing. Swiper, not swiping.
Oh man!
Because I have neutral undertones, I could get away both with a yellow powder and a peach powder, but if you are someone with cool undertones, and around my skin tone, I would recommend a more pinky, purpley powder, like the Huda Beauty Ube powder is a really good one. Because using the wrong shade of powder for your under eyes can end up looking like this. But if you are someone with really dry under eyes and a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, I would not recommend using the puff. I would instead recommend using a looser, fluffy brush like this one from Real Techniques, patting a little bit of powder on the brush and then dabbing it on under your eye, because this much powder can accentuate fine lines and wrinkles. All right, and this is the before, and this is the after. Big difference, right? Even though the difference may not be as obvious on camera, way more obvious in natural light, and this is what it looks like. A huge difference. And the right side is gonna crease a lot less because we used a lot less product and in really thin layers. I hope this is helpful, and if you are new to my page, my name is Monica Ravi-Chandran, your fairy brown mother, and I do a lot of makeup tips, no BS makeup reviews, and color theory. So if you're interested in also learning how to find your perfect lip using color theory, I will put that video right here, and be sure to subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching.